The Thunder returns to the Daytona International Speedway Friday as the drivers competing in the Bud Shootout hit the track for practice. A few changes this year promises to provide a lot of challenges. A new restrictor plate, a new splitter, and the repaved surface at DIS leaves the teams guessing at their setups.
It's somewhat of a learn as you go with the restrictor plate size that's just been adjusted, with the way that we're not seeing much for tire wear. You want to try to improve on your fuel mileage because I think you're going to see a lot of fuel-only type pit stops. So you just have to try to bank as many thoughts as you can in your mind about how you're going to react and apply those. But being in the shootout Saturday night to start things off, that's going to be a wild start to things, and then we'll see how. We'll learn a lot in these 3 days on how drafting is going to settle in.
It's almost identical feeling to what we had at Talladega. Obviously, the transitions off of 2 and 4 are a little more abrupt than what we have at Talladega. But as far as the ride, you literally could hold a cup of coffee with the lid off full and not spill a drop riding around there.
Had a decent test down there. We learned a few things. Didn't necessarily have the speed we had hoped to have, but we came home and found a couple things we were missing. So. We'll go back and just look forward to race. I think that this new surface on the racetrack is going to change the game there, and we're going to have one exciting race.
A lot of changes at Hendrick Motorsports during the offseason. Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. are now sharing shop space, while Mark Martin and Jeff Gordon's cars are now being prepared out of the same shop.
When you're in Rick Hendrick's shoes, you look at his organization and you revel in the championship, the last 5. But at the same time, you're always wanting to make the other teams stronger, as well as keep those championships battle going for all teams. And I think that while this is a big shakeup, I think that it made the most sense because those are not easy changes to make. But when Rick Hendrick looks at his organization and says, "Hey, I think we've got some opportunities here by moving some drivers around to make all of us better."
To get better, Gordon also has a new crew chief this year in Alan Gustafson, because his old crew chief, Steve Letarte, has moved over to work with Dale Earnhardt Jr. But no significant changes for Jimmy Johnson as he seeks his 6th straight title.
I'm easily motivated. There's something about racing and competing that I've always loved since I was 5 years old when I started racing. And that's still there. That fire is there, and I apply myself to my job, and it doesn't feel like a job. It's a passion for me. It's something I love to do. So it's easy to wake up and take the time and spend the time to do my job right. And myself and this race team have worked very, very hard over the off season to be ready, to be better than we were last year. And we can't wait to show everybody what we've got.
Johnson and the rest of the drivers take to the track on Friday for practice. Then it's the Bud Shootout Saturday night and qualifying for the Daytona 500 on Sunday. For RPMTonight.com, I'm John Kernan.